since I was about 4, so I've been skiing for over 10 years now. Generally I've skied for most of this time, but I've also tried snowboarding before. Generally I spend the majority of years skiing in Flame, but I've also been with family to Pila, Val Thorens, Meribel, La Plan and Les Arcs. I've also been on 2 ski trips with school, as well as to Pila in Italy just last year and Glion in Switzerland a few years ago. 6 years of ski school with ESF in France when I was learning and have various certificates for it. ESF stands for École de Ski Français, and with school last year I did a week with Interski in Italy and I got a 5-star award for it. So, yeah. Equipment that I usually require is boots that fit, warm gloves, helmet, goggles and a scarf, and I wear multiple layers and a warm jacket depending on the time of year. So usually in winter I'd wear more layers, whereas maybe in Easter or half term in February I'd wear fewer layers. And what I also require is money, a phone, a map to help me get around, and obviously lip balm for my lips. To check the weather via the internet the night before, or whether that be in the mornings. I get a feel for the temperature before skiing, just check outside or whatever. And I look for the weather conditions at the main lift stations, and the weather is usually colder at the top, which should also be taken into consideration. I keep an eye out for the signs of weather changing during the day, and I also keep an eye on what the snow is like, and I adjust to the style, whether it be icy and hard in some areas or slow, heavy and wet in some other areas, and it might be well pieced or moguls, which I have to keep an eye out for as well. George is on the far right as we look, getting off the lift. Very important, as it can be used to search for black runs at the top of a resort, or maybe ski in one area for the day or in a snow park, and maybe ski from one resort to another if need be. And also separately, as well as the maps being important, it's important to also check the lifts are open and what time they are closing. While skiing, it's also important to keep checking the routes on the map, the lift's name and the pistes, and count the runs between 20 minutes per lift or run. Here,
Yeah.
this is where we're currently having a drink.
Yeah.
And we're going down to this chairlift.
Yeah.
About 100 metres away. And then we're going to go up here and move off to the right of the resort.
Yeah.
So we can go into a few more areas where we can ski.
Okay.
More lifts.
More red runs.
So yeah, some more runs.
Good. It's up the hill. on a flat bit, just moving off.
Skiing is mostly enjoyable, but there are also precautions that we need to take, and these things are better not to ski alone, especially if you're off-piste. Ski with someone who knows the runs and get used to the resort. Tell people where you're going just in case you get lost. Discuss a plan when we set off in the morning and at lunchtime. Also to look out for beginners, because obviously they may not be as experienced or as good as you. And don't ski faster than you can actually, and know where your limits are. Vary your speed based on the conditions and how busy it is. Don't ski past accidents. You should always look, and if you can help, then you should.
Red run around the corner here. We're still quite close to the summit. And at the top of the mountain, turns into a red further down. I'm going to attempt to follow you all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
down the left on the black bit,
left and then right.
and we can see the kind of extent of the slope down here. And it's right at the top of the mountain. We're up here.
We're against the bottom.
We're going all the way down to the to where? Go down to the bottom of this lift again? Or just, we'll stop at the top of the nursery slope lift, yeah? Okay. Right, take it easy now down this black bit. Okay, we're on in between two black runs at the top of the mountain, and there's a path marked red between the two, and this is just an unpieced piece between the two. Okay, another unpieced piece. It looks like soft snow, but in fact it's iced over and hardened, hard crust, soft underneath. Unpieced and onto a red run. Okay, we have a steepish bit of red run with a nice bit of moguls on the side here. Unpieced. A half pipe. See what we can get out of this.